Hi there, welcome to the Silver Screen Show. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host Abu, and I'm again joined by Mo and Pam.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us. So, before we get started, let's have a quick word about Ramadan. How's that all going for you?
Oh, piece of cake.
Piece of cake.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that. I think it's the longest fast we've had.
I am seriously struggling for this.
I think that is a fact,
I
though. It
know.
is the longest fast.
30 years, right?
Yeah, about 30 years.
And still, we're doing this show, so that was dedication to the cause.
Dedication.
We could have just said now it's Ramadan.
I must say, the crappy summer out there. I mean, it is summer, but it doesn't feel like summer. I've pulled off my summer look, though. Yeah.
I don't mind because it makes the fasting easy. If it's
Yeah, it's too long.
Right, so with the chit chat done, let's get into business.
Yes, let's do it.
The reviews. Oh, it's been a while since our last show, so we're gonna go right back to the beginning of the month. The Nice Guys, starring Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe, directed by Shane Black. Basically, it's a film starring two cops who join forces to solve a big crime.
Buddy cop.
Buddy cop movie,
Buddy
yes.
cops.
If you love Rush Hour, you'd love this.
Yes.
So, right, let's start off with Mo.
I mean, I'm a big fan of buddy cop films, Lethal Weapons, and all those films of the age
Going back now, aren't we?
Yeah. Those are amazing films, and they really get the essence of the partnership between two cops going. And I thought this film did a really great job at getting that essence through. The chemistry was great. I thought Russell Crowe, Ryan Gosling played off each other so well.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing. In these films, if the two main duo don't interact, it's gonna fail flat. Without it even going up. Like with the Rush Hour film, the Rush Hour TV show, the film worked because Tucker and Chan had such a great chemistry.
Exactly.
TV show no one even likes. Like, what is this? I don't even know. But I think the film it's got a bit of a mature theme to it, so we're not going to go into that side of it. But I think overall, though, it made me laugh.
Well, the 1960s and 70s.
Yeah. And the things that happen in there. Let's not go into that. But I think the film itself, it was supposed to be funny. It made me laugh.
Yeah, I thought it was hilarious.
I think Gosling surprisingly did quite a lot.
I was going to come to that. So my review for the film, I went mainly for Ryan Gosling, definitely, and then love Russell Crowe. He's such a brilliant actor. And also, the plot was really well written, I would say. But one question that bothered me throughout the film was Ryan Gosling's teenage daughter. I mean, he just doesn't look like a dad.
She did kind of...
I just refuse to believe. But how old is he again?
Yeah. He ages that well.
It's
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, I mean, but the thing is, is that his daughter? Yeah, throughout the film.
Place, I suppose.
No, she's not... Is she even teenage? She's
not 13. Teenage, but I mean, she's too old to be Ryan Gosling.
I mean, imagine you get a child at 18-year-old. You'll be what?
Yeah.
I think I did have a problem with the girl, though, is the fact she was really, out of place in a sense, like she's just getting
a bit too clever.
That's don't go here, it's going to be dangerous. She tries to go there. She's there to make the plot move. Like, if she just stayed in the car,
true,
nothing would happen.
But that's to do with how the character was written rather than how the girl
acted.
But
she's
I think she acted well.
She acted well, yeah.
I mean, she's a great actress, but I think most of the things she did was just there to move the plot along. Like, I'm going to mess this up.
Yeah,
just
I
so
agree,
this can happen. I'm going to run away now, so this will happen. And it's like...
I know.
And the fact she's trying to be like the moral high ground kind of was a bit weird. Like, at the end,
mean, someone's after you, and she's like, "Don't kill that
person."
Like,
if you kill him, I'm not gonna ever talk to you again. This guy tried to kill you and your friend
and your family
in your own house.
Yeah.
You threw your best friend out a window, and you're just gonna happily say,
that's true. I agree.
You guys are too pessimistic. People are nice that way.
Well, he is called the nice guy.
I couldn't agree with her.
but overall, I think the plot was well put together. The storyline did come together in the end, and all the little. It's a mystery, so bits of it come together for the whole reveal at the end to come together, and of course the main two played off each other really well.
Speaking of good things, I thought Matt Bomer, the villain, was amazing. I thought he was one of the best parts of the film.
He had the ice cold.
He is really good.
He was disconcertingly well groomed and good looking.
I know.
And so ruthless, frightening.
He
played really well.
Like, after a while, we got a good villain, because in the last couple of films we had lame villains, right?
Oh,
yeah. So I think he is a great point. I mean, I don't know what he's in before, to be honest. I think he was in White Collar, I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I love that show. That's what I was saying,
I think the villain was done well.
Neil Caffrey,
The two cops done excellently, but I didn't really like the involvement of the whole daughter thing. But that's just my personal opinion.
Anything else you didn't like?
I liked it. I would say the liking overpowered the disliking. Yeah, I mean, there was hardly.
I thought
that
one thing that was a thorn for me was near the end how when the girl says to Russell Crowe, "Don't kill him," and he actually doesn't kill him.
That's awesome.
It actually bothers him that he killed someone else before. I mean, he's a professional hitman.
It's true.
It shouldn't bother him, and I thought that took away from the weight of his character.
Yeah,
the way he tried to
timid.
Probably he tried to introduce a little bit of humanity in his character.
Forced character development. That's what Hollywood always does.
That's what I was saying. Back to my point, considering the daughter was like, this guy tried to. No. We're gonna keep that in the cut. Don't worry. Let's just
carry on, mate. Live moves on.
Something happened off screen. Don't worry. Yeah. So let's end off this review. I'm gonna say, what was my review again? I was like, The Funny Guys. Yeah, that was my free review.
That's a great line.
The Funny Guys. Yeah, it worked for me.
So appropriate. For me, I love the film, but my review's got nothing to do with the film. I would say I love Gosling.
Fair enough.
I'm a fangirl.
Yeah, you're entitled to it. Yeah, I'm sure Mr. Gosling will be very happy
if he ever watches. Yeah.
I'm sure he watches.
Yeah. I mean, what? He obviously does.
And for you?
Mine, I thought the film was hilarious. I thought there was superb chemistry between the lead actors. It was perfectly cooked buddy comedy.
Yeah.
And so I'll say it was hilarious and on form.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
Interesting. All right, moving on to our second review. Personally, something I was looking forward to, just because he mentioned my hometown.
Enfield.
Pondazin. I'm like, what? Pondazin? That's where I live. Didn't I hear that in a Hollywood film?
Must have been exciting for you to watch it in the theater, right?
Yeah. So
did you recognize the streets?
In the same cinema?
Everything. So basically, it's the Conjuring 2 we're talking about, the Enfield cases, which came out literally about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hype on this one. Apparently, it's supposed to be a really good horror film. That's supposed to be.
I think it was.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
So basically, the summary of this film is it stars the famous Enfield poltergeist case, and a bunch of investigators from America coming over to see what happens, and the film revolves around that. So I think Mr. Mo has a lot to say about this. Let's let him open the floor.
Of negativity.
Well, to be honest, I'll start with negatives. I thought the film wasn't scary at all.
Really?
One thing I don't like about horror films is when they rely solely on jump scares to scare the audience.
There were loads of it.
It was only there. That was the only scare that was there. There weren't any higher level scares that you, for example, when you rely on mystery element of things, then it becomes a bit suspenseful thriller or suspenseful scare. None of that was there. I thought the plot was extremely predictable. It relied on that same.
I kind of agree with that. Yeah.
A demon has possessed me. Plot.
Wasn't it an exceptional plot?
Which is the plot for literally every film since Parama.
Show the cross and the
and the cross. Turn the cross over.
I know, right? Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I think
they should come out of that.
I think jump scares are natural for horror films.
Jump scares are natural.
It's how you do them, to be honest.
Hollywood
and in my opinion, I think it did suspense really well. Like
it did.
When the kid was put his toy truck into the tent and just kept on coming back and forth, and the camera kept on like panning around.
That part was
scary
that was one of the highlights of the film. But you know, one of the things about this film is when you have a horror film, one of the most important parts about it is the build-up rather than the revelation itself. So if the build-up is done very well and it's done throughout Act 1 and Act 2, and then you reveal something in Act 3, the whole film becomes enjoyable. But in this film, they reveal who the main ghost is within the first half an hour. You know, the old guy, the old man.
But he was a pawn.
He was
a pawn, admittedly, but the crooked man was the crux of a lot of the discussion.
So one thing I think that was up is the whole crooked man thing. That's a bit too much. Yeah. Considering the rest of the film was a bit more down to earth, and it was something out of a fantasy thing. But I think, in my opinion, I think I liked it in a sense that the first half of the film, when it was all the haunting part, was a lot more interesting than the second half when it was the investigating and the American duo come over. And it becomes more of an action film where he's like busting through the floor in the basement and trying to take out all the demons. I thought that was it kind of defected a bit too much. But the first half I liked a lot more, the whole when they're in the house.
That's something to that.
You've got the kids like walking around.
You know the exact point where it stops being a horror film and becomes a more action thriller?
I was going to say it becomes a comedy. Because it's quite funny. You know, I think it's got like...
It has a few surprisingly funny moments. Like,
funny moments,
when the police see the ghost and they're like, we're gone.
I'm going to come to that. So, first of all, I'd like to say that, I agree with you. The first half was really good. We could connect ourselves with the Green Street, London, Enfield, grammar school. So when you look at the roads and it's like, it looks familiar, you know, you can connect. And then, the funny part, I'm just coming to it was loads of jump scares, loads of scary moments. Yeah, there were times when I wanted to pinch someone who was sitting next to me, like unknown people.
I think suspense, like the first half.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of suspense, yeah. But the funny part is the old man. I mean, he goes like, knock, knock. Who's that? Bill Wilkinson. So, I mean, he knew that the audience going to laugh. Yeah. So those kind of things. And I thought that ghost.
Off in a sense. Yeah. It became more of a...
I thought he's the main ghost, but apparently he wasn't. He was a pawn. But I mean...
It was Darth Maul, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, that gave away that he's being funny. So he's not the main demon, the main villain. But the demon's quite funny, when the lady Ghostbuster, when she says the name of the demon, Valak, and he just starts disintegrating, and like it's so funny.
It is a bit of an easy cop out ending.
I mean, you were just waiting to hear the name, and then I just disappear. I mean, it's quite
right.
funny.
Okay, so
and to begin, why did the ghost give her name to begin with? Why?
Oh yeah, that's a
why
very
did the ghost give her name?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Ask IMDb. They should have all the answers.
If that's what was keeping the ghost away, why would he give the name?
It's true. You do actually think about
it's
that.
It's like subconsciously the ghost wanted to be released from
this
world.
Probably.
Or the demon.
That's what they're going to say anyway.
But it's based on a true story, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I did a reading. Apparently, that's all a prank and elaborate hoax.
Right.
So,
because at the end of the film, did you see all the clips of the true stories versus the film?
Come on, you seriously don't believe that? I thought you were joking about it.
No, it is.
Oh, yeah, man, ghosts do exist here.
It does.
Anyway, let's bring this up.
But demonic presence. Oh, speaking of demonic presence, I thought that was one of another low point of the film. It takes itself too seriously. Too much self-important terminology, like, oh, I sense a demonic presence, instead of there's a demon here.
I think that's a whole show. The American
that's based in the 70s, right?
They just make the film.
But then again, look at the irony, like two 70s films, right?
Exactly, it's true.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's bring this to a close quickly. I'm gonna assume his reviews gonna be bad or something. To me, I think the suspense is done well. I like the first.
I liked it,
man.
Of the film. Kind of scratched myself,
So but was it enough to
jumped out of my seat?
Win over the second half?
Oh, yeah. To be honest,
it
wasn't the worst horror film I've seen.
Definitely. I've seen worse.
The Forest, which I saw early in the year, that was an atrocious film. It was nowhere in his worth. It was a decent horror film.
Right.
Horror films are pretty hard to do nowadays anyway, because everyone's seen everything nowadays.
What's your favourite horror film, by the way? Now that we're on this topic.
Okay, favourite horror film.
Insidious.
You like
That's really scary. And I like Drag Me to Hell. I know many people think it's quite funny. You know that gypsy lady and
kind of funny.
Yeah, that's kind of like Conjuring too.
Yeah. I'm more like this Japanese film, like The Ring. Those are
The Ring.
That's
I was going to say
super
The Ring.
scary.
The Japanese version.
There's another one.
The Ring.
There's a Swedish film called Let the Right One In. I don't know if you've seen that. It's pretty good as well.
Is it? I'll put it on my list for my Halloween viewing. Yeah. So I think we kind of detoured a bit, but right. So your reviews.
Back to 3-word reviews. Yeah. Why didn't you start?
I said suspense done well for me.
Nice. For me, I'd say. Let me think of it. Yeah. Scary yet funny.
Scary yet funny. That's like scary movie.
I think it was quite funny. Yeah.
And Mo?
For me, the plot was extremely predictable. They relied on cheap humor, lack of imagination when it comes to the ghosts.
3 words, man.
Bring it on. The negative.
The movie tested my patience, so it's a test of patience.
Wow.
That's harsh.
The movie, it was
Is it that bad?
torture by boredom for me.
If you have anything to say, put it down in the comments section below. Right, so that wraps up the reviews. We're going to move on to the previews. There's a lot actually coming out in July. There's a huge list. I think we should kind of just blast away through them.
Let's.
Yeah, it's about 8, which I've picked out actually. Yeah. So first of all, Central Intelligence comes out tomorrow.
Oh, Dwayne Johnson.
Kevin Hart.
Can't
it's
wait
another like a buddy cop film.
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm a huge fan of The Rock, so I'm gonna watch it.
I'm a huge fan of both of them.
I'm a huge fan of
I think they
both
both
of
have a very good sense of humor, and they
Definitely.
both played well.
So the trailers look pretty funny for that.
It looks very funny. It's been showing for a while.
Except for the beginning scene when Rock is fat.
Oh, the fat one.
I
think that's a face swap, right?
That was very stereotypical. Oh, look at the fat guy.
Yeah, but then it becomes The Rock, so it worked out in the end.
It works out.
But I'm really looking for the Central Intelligence. I mean, it's been on my radar for a while. So
I know.
That show is out tomorrow, so should be pretty good. Cracking on Now You See Me Too.
Oh, can't wait. That looks spectacular, yeah.
I don't know. I saw the first one.
Yeah, it's a grand film.
I'm gonna watch it, but I think I saw the first one. It's a bit like
I can't wait to. Good cast.
It's like, are you guys doing magic or are you guys doing illusions?
Illusionists.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's about illusionists, right?
But they're not doing illusions. They're like stopping rain and stuff. That's not illusion. That's like actual magic powers they have.
They saw the rain. So I haven't seen the films.
Okay, I haven't seen the first part, but this one makes me want to watch the first part.
The first one's really well done. It's very slick film, but it's the fact like it doesn't really explain. Are they magicians or do they literally have magic powers?
It's a different cast.
Because they float around in the air and stuff. I'm like, how are you doing this? Is it a trick? But they never explain to you. Is it a trick? It's a very slick film. The cast is amazing. Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, Woody Harrelson, Michael Caine,
Mark Ruffalo, exactly.
Morgan Freeman, and this cast is amazing.
It's a brilliant cast, yeah.
The production's done really well.
Morgan Freeman using his god powers.
Exactly. Yeah, so the films are like the whole production value is really slick, and I love the way it looks. But just that one thing that bothers me is that they don't really explain are they doing magic.
Let's just wait for it.
Let's wait for it. Yeah.
Maybe on the trilogy, the final movie, they'll explain everything.
I read a brilliant comment the other day saying they should have called this "Now You Don't." Like the first one, Now You See Me.
Now You Don't.
They really missed
They could have done that.
That was a great marketing opportunity to call it Now You Don't.
That is very good.
Yeah, there's one off the board.
Now You See Me too. It's too common.
Very creative, guys. Right, on and on. Coming after that, Tarzan.
Oh, can't wait.
Big budget remake.
Big budget remake. Loads of classics coming out, like Ghostbusters, Tarzan. Can just relate to the
film's
childhood.
already come out in the US, and the reviews are pretty bad.
Is it?
Yeah.
It looks very much reliant on CGI.
I'd like to add something. The main guy, Alexander. I'm not talking about how hot he is, but Alexander Skarsgård. Yeah. So I used to watch his serial. What's that? True Blood. That's an adult vampire show. Yeah. So and I loved him. He wasn't the main lead there. He was a second, but I liked him better than the main lead. So definitely, this is a film to look out for. Definitely.
Can he act though?
He is a great actor. He's Swedish. Yeah, I think he's Skarsgård. Yeah. Cool. So I think he's going to do a good job in Tarzan. Looks good.
It's something that I'm not really that hyped about it, but I'm kind of like...
Something else you're hyped about in the film?
No, not really.
No. Ramadan, I suppose.
I used to watch Tarzan when I was a kid. I'm sure you did too. So
I don't think this film will top the animated film. The animated film was a classic. I love that film.
Right.
Maybe.
real controversial film next, Ghostbusters.
Ccostbusters, another classic, yeah.
According to YouTube, it's going to be like the worst film in the history of mankind. Which is a bit harsh, I think.
Talk about feminism, right?
According to their likes.
According to dislikes. Like the most dislikes
Did you guys watch the cartoon?
Of course.
Definitely, right? Cartoon Network.
I've got the song memorized.
I know.
To be honest, the cast is pretty good. I mean, Melissa McCarthy and Kristen Wiig, Good
actors.
I love those two.
Yeah,
they were in Bridesmaid, weren't they?
So they're pretty solid. So I don't know if the hate that is coming on them. It's a bit too much, I think.
Maybe the hate is not on them, more on the studio. No, because there is no reason for a reboot of Ghostbusters. The original film was fantastic.
Yeah.
And doing a reboot will only ruin, because you cannot top the original.
Then again, it could come out of nowhere and surprise you. I mean, the cast is great. I think it's got Chris Hemsworth got a cameo in it as well, so got a bit of A-list Hollywood movie star in there.
Yeah.
What's Hemsworth doing there?
He's like
He's the Charlie of Charlie.
He's like a receptionist.
Oh, is he there? Okay.
He's like a receptionist of the Ghostbusters. But I think kind of like Ant-Man last year, no one really expected that to do any well.
To do so well.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give this a chance because it's a big movie. They're not gonna. If it's that bad, they wouldn't hype it up and release it.
I'm sure it's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
We're gonna watch it anyway.
Of course. Yeah. Right, cracking on, Keanu.
Okay.
I love those two.
If you guys are familiar with Key and Peele, they're like an American comedy duo. They're hilarious. Highly suggest you watch it on YouTube.
They're the best part about
Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the sketches they do is amazing. It still makes me laugh when I'm thinking of them. They're that good. So they've got this new film coming out. It's basically they're looking after a kitten named Keanu,
right?
who gets kidnapped. So some gangsters kidnap the kitten, and they go on a mission to rescue the kitten.
Yeah.
So sounds good.
I mean, the plot is hilarious.
The plot is about
the premise at least.
And the funny thing is, they actually got Keanu Reeves to have a cameo.
Oh, is he there?
No, really?
He's actually the voice of the kitten at one point.
Why the name of the film is okay?
He actually isn't. It was just a coincidence. Keanu was the name.
That's a good coincidence.
But it's nice name to give an hand actually and help out. Well, that's pretty cool. But I'm really looking for the Keanu actually because I love the work these two guys do, and what I've heard from the American stuff is that it's done pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
that's good.
I'm looking forward to that. I heard the kitten is really cute. So
that sells it for me.
Cats are cute.
Right. What's next? Star Trek Beyond. So.
Do we really have to watch this film? Because I'm not a Star Trek fan.
You're not a Star Trek fan? Well, she's kind of blowed out on that already.
You didn't say that.
I just said
Wrath of Khan,
You didn't say
was
that.
it? Was it not Wrath of Khan? Was the one that came up Into Darkness?
Into Darkness.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, I'm a big fan of the original TV series. Well, when I say original, I mean the one with Patrick.
Yeah, wow, the 90s.
Yeah.
And I think the recent reboots have done quite well. I mean, this is the third one now, the trilogy. So, I mean, the last two have, if they failed, I don't think we've got a third film. So, in that sense, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not really too much of a Star Trek fan.
The trailer is just a bonanza of action sequences, one after another.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
So I don't know why they got the Rihanna soundtrack in there. It's a bit weird.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure why Rihanna's in it. It doesn't
Like
it doesn't go with the film.
It
feels like epic science fiction battle, and got Rihanna in it. I'm like, what?
Rihanna's everywhere. Yeah.
Maybe she's in the film somehow. She's got a bit of.
I think she's got a bit of.
But it's kind of just seems out of place. I'm wiping Rihanna in there. It's like she's nothing
Maybe
to do with
she's
the film.
there.
Maybe she is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So I mean, I'm not a big Star Trek fan. That's a film. Check it out, because I love these huge action films. How about you?
I'll take it on my shoulder, the whole fan base.
So yeah, next one, Finding Dory.
Oh.
I think we're all looking for this.
I think I'm gonna.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one.
Finding
It's a
Nemo
sequel of Finding Nemo, right?
12 years ago.
Yeah.
12 years ago.
Amazing.
Makes us feel so old. So
It's such a long
makes me
gap
13.
between.
That
It's
makes
like
me 13.
Independence Day, right?
yeah, 20 years. I think
Yeah,
that
I
was.
know.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch this without doubt.
Yeah.
Okay, if the reviews are good or bad, I'm gonna watch it because
Definitely.
of
The
nostalgia.
reviews are amazing, in fact.
Of course, I mean,
Should be.
It's the highest grossing Disney film so far.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, highest
Already?
grossing first week.
Oh, first week.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
first week.
Disney are smashing it right
I
now.
love
Zootropolis,
Disney films, yeah.
Jungle Book, Finding
Well,
Dory.
Disney's got
Smashing
Pixar.
it, that's
Disney's got their own animation studio.
Yeah.
And Pixar and
Yeah.
Disney are the main heavyweights in animation.
They are pretty much killing it,
Yeah.
aren't they? And well, more money for them, I suppose.
Well, money for the investors as well, if you invest in their stock.
Wow, is this what investing show now?
Well,
Hot tip of the month.
no,
Disney.
It's high. It's way overvalued at the moment. Don't invest in it now.
That's a different show. Right, and finally, Jason Bourne, end of the month.
You know his name.
You know his name, Matt Damon,
Yes.
Team America
Love
joke.
Matt Damon.
This, I'm really looking forward to this. I think this is the big, for the films I've listed, I think Jason Bourne is the one I am looking forward to most.
You know, I rewatched the trilogy. In fact, with the fourth one as well, very recently.
Fourth
just-
one kind of did
I-
taper a bit, but the original
I
trilogy,
love the premise so much. I like the fourth one as well.
the original trilogy was so great. It just pretty much renovate the whole genre.
It redefined exactly. It redefined the action genre.
All this intense.
Bond cop is born now.
Of course, yeah. Without Jason Bourne,
Yeah.
the whole Bond thing would have been dead in the water. So, and it's got Matt Damon's come back in to save the franchise. I think.
I'm just wondering, do we have to review 8 films?
I don't
In
see
our next
why not.
episode.
Yeah, why
Let's
not?
just
Yeah,
do
exactly,
it.
yeah.
Do
That's
like
gonna be
1 minute
quite
reviews.
Yeah.
Quite packed, yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna end up. That's like 8 films. Yeah, that's like 8 I chose. But
That's
pretty
a
much.
fun month coming ahead.
Yeah, my unlimited pass is gonna get
Very
a nice
filmy.
I
work.
mean, it is July, summer blockbusters.
Yeah,
abound.
there's plenty of them out. Basically, next show we won't have any lack of material, basically.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that. And I think that pretty much wraps it all up, guys. Thanks for joining us. We're going to break our
welcome.
fast in a few hours. And I'm boiling under these lights. Man. I don't know why I decided to do this, but
It's better than outside.
better than outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that brings all to wrap, and that's a cut.